Now, next this evening, a zero-budget film that was produced around Loughborough has now been given the go-ahead to move forward.
And you're sure that Alice has got nothing to do with this? So when she returns...
Wow. That's a little taster of Do Something Jack, which is a feature film by Raya Films and has an international cast. Now, it wouldn't have been possible without the help of local businesses and charities in Loughborough. To tell us more, joining me now is the screenwriter and film producer, Caroline Spence. Good afternoon, Caroline.
Hello, good afternoon. Nice to meet you, Martin.
And you tell me what the film's all about then.
Right. Do Something Jake is a zero-budget project that I guess you could almost call it experimental. We wanted to see, can we make a commercial feature film with absolutely no cash whatsoever, and just it sort of snowballed from an initial idea from where we, by word of mouth, we got introduced to a charity in Loughborough who then introduced us to some people who could provide us with locations, and it just went on from there, and we were able to put together a zero-budget movie with expensive international cast and expansive locations, and I think without the help of the local people, we wouldn't have been able to do it, and it wouldn't have turned out as well. I'm biased, but I think it's turned out really well, considering we had no money for it.
Yeah, so Loughborough was key, not only the support, but in the locations it provided as well.
Absolutely, yeah. What struck me was how trusting everybody was. We were shooting in locations where people, the owners or the caretakers, would just give us the keys and say, "Okay, just come and film here when you want. No problem, go for it." So that's amazing. I don't know. Certainly in other parts of the country where I filmed, that hasn't happened. So, it's a Loughborough film through and through.
Okay, so it sounded in that little clip we played like it was quite violent. Is it a thriller? Is it an action film? What sort of film is it?
Well, it's a crime. It's a little bit of everything, really. It's a crime drama thriller, but it does have a strong current of humour running through it. So you can some of the characters are complex and really comical, but then it does, there are dark moments. It has been described as a brooding British thriller, but there is, humour for us is important in all feature films, as it is in life, and we've tried to integrate it into the film as much as possible. So yeah, it's not Fast and Furious, but there's a little bit of action and there's a little bit of everything in there, to be honest.
Okay.
But nothing too extreme.
Now, yesterday you were given your British Board of Film Classification certificate, and that's all thanks to the money raised through crowdfunding. So what's the next stage now? Right.
Well, yes, thanks to our crowdfunding, we were able to, afford that, and we achieved it yesterday. And the next stage is our world premiere, which we are planning for September. We're penciled in the 20th of September with the Odeon in Loughborough. We're just waiting for confirmation on that, to move ahead with it. But it's penciled in for that date, and so it's all hands to the pump to get everything ready for then.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a great event. Can't wait.
And after that, what sort of release are you expecting? Is it going to be a release at some independent cinemas? Is it going to be released or sold to Netflix, or how do you see it going from there?
Yeah, dream of dreams. We sell it to Netflix. That would be great. But we're going to have a limited theatrical release. It's going to be self-distributed ourselves initially, and then because of the American interest we've got, which we have a growing audience over there, we're going to try and get it into some theatres over in the USA, starting in New York. But we hope from the premiere, the world premiere in Loughborough, we'll be able to create a little bit of a buzz, amongst the press and media, and maybe the distributors and sales agents will get to hear about it. And you never know. We might be able to pitch it to Netflix.
You never know,
It'd be,
do you?
It'd be an amazing story if it does.
I wouldn't.
Zero budget movie.
Carry on. Thank you for joining us. Look out for it. Do Something Jake, zero budget feature film by Raya Films. It's got an international cast, expensive locations as well. And look out for that UK and world premiere in Loughborough next month. Well, September, I think we were talking about, weren't we? So look out for it then. It's BBC Radio Leicester. We'll have a look at the headlines for you in a moment.